everybody, it's your friendly neighborhood hangar hobbit here, and welcome aboard the XF5F, the fighter of the future. And oh, what do we got here? I see me's a little Stuka. Anyway, this is a 2.7 BR Tier 3 gift vehicle for the Americans, last given out during the American Air Force 2017 anniversary. Are you going to keep going straight for me, Mr. Stuka? Oh, I do appreciate that. I appreciate you flying in a straight line. That makes my job so much easier. Here, kitty. Oh, thank you. I do appreciate that. Now, why do I call this the fighter of the future? Because not only did the test pilot who flew this thing figure it was going to be the next plane for the freaking American Navy, but in the 1940s, this thing was as famous as the Batmobile because it had its own comic book. It was the fighter of Black Hawk, a superhero who went out with his own team filled with XF5Fs to battle the forces of evil. And supposedly Steven Spielberg's bought the rights for it and is supposedly going to do an Indiana Jones with it. Which, I hope he keeps the Skyrocket in. Wouldn't that be so cool? Have an Indiana Jones kind of movie with a whole group of superheroes coming out of the sky and skyrockets to just kick some German booties. That would be fun. Speaking of German booties, hello there, Mr. 109. How are you doing? Oh, no. When you need help, teammates, don't do the wibble wobbles when you're got someone trying to help you that can't do the wibble wobbles. That's just silly. And that one purposely throws it away. The fun that is low tiers. Although, frankly, I've seen that douchebaggery in just about every tier these days. Oh well, more targets to shoot at. What do we got here? HE-100. Oh, those don't take damage very well. You come here. Oh, there's that crit. Oh, and somebody's shooting at my booty. First off, I thought it was one of my friggin' teammates. Because good lord, do you see that a lot here. But no, my teammate's completely ignoring everybody heading for him to try to kill steal. Something else you see quite a lot. USA teams, doesn't matter what the BR is, they're still cancer. Oh, there went that HE-100. Oh, no. No, thank you. I do not think so. Oh, my engines are starting to cookie cook. Oh, I miss the old days. You know, when this thing was around in like 2016, 2017, it actually didn't overheat. I can't remember if this one had WEP like the XP50. I know the XP50 did. But good lord, this thing could go for hours without friggin' overheating. Nowadays, if you run it at 100%, your motor's gonna roast. Oh, hang on, buddy, I'm trying. And he purposely throws it away, because of course he does. Good frickin' grief. Match hadn't been going 3.5 minutes. And guess what? I think I'm all that's left. Lovely. Just wonderful teams. Great job. Yep. And the entire team did jack with a side of squat. Well, as I'm breaking off a gap here, let me tell you a little bit about this bird. Test pilot ran this thing against the Corsair, the Spitfire, the Hurricane, the Airacobra, and the Wildcat. And it blew the doors off all of them. In fact, he said that when he put it up against the Corsair in a climb to 10,000 feet, he blew away the Corsair so fast he thought the Corsair's engine was dying. Yeah. He said the only thing that came close was the Spitfire, and it was a distant second. Well, if the plane was that good, why didn't they build it? Simple reason. Look at the front. See them two engines? Each one is turning in a different direction. That means you have to have two separate motors for every single plane as spare parts. And when you're talking about a carrier, that's a lot of freaking motors that you're going to have stored up. So, yeah. It wasn't the plane that was the issue. It was the freaking spare parts. Dang shame, though. 'Cause this is a nice bird. Alright, now I got me enough of a gap. Let's risk it for the biscuits. Oh, come on. I got my freedom cows right in the snoot. Come here. Oh, thank you. Oh, but now I'm going to have to put this sucker down. My friggin' engine's cooked and I'm just about out of the pow-pows. Oh, and the base is surrounded, but hey, what else can you do? Not like I can call on my worthless teammates for help. Gee, thanks, guys. By the way, with this match, I found out something very important. You should never ignore the antivirus on your computer. Yeah, 'cause I lose this thing not by being overwhelmed by the bad guys, but because right in the middle of a friggin' fight, my antivirus decides to kick off and lock up my controls. So yeah, always remember to scan you with your antivirus at least once a week. But hey, what can you do? You do the best with what you got. And I'm sure some of you are going to say, Harry, why ain't you focusing on the fighter? For a good reason. Start of the match, this Condor headed straight over here to our runway, and he's been circling over here by the freaking coast for the entire match. I think I know what he's trying to pull. He's trying to get the surprise award by bombing somebody that lands on the runway. Oh, I see you, Mr. 205. Let me build up a little energy and then I can flip my butt back on around. And bring her back up. Oh man, this motor is just slowly roasting though. If I can get them both together, at least I can keep both eyes on one spot and not have to friggin' try to see in front and behind at the same dang time. Come on, get over there with your buddy. That's it. That's a lot better. Oh, about to lose my speed there. It's one thing you gotta watch with this thing. Freaking, it does not like going too slow. And yep, all alone. And see, look at that Condor. Yeah, you can't tell me he don't have bombs. He has just been sitting there doing donuts for all this time. If he'd have done dropped his payload, he would have done headed back to grab some more so that he could get him some more RP and some more silver lines. I know what you're doing, you sneaky little twerp. Second I put this sucker down, you're going to drop one right on my head. Well, you know what? I may only have 30 cows left, but you're a Condor. 30 cows can deal with Condors. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Thank you. Oh, now I've got to put it down. Second these motors hit red, you have got to put this sucker on the deck. These engines will melt and will go black on you if you're not careful. As I'm putting this thing down though, I have to say, I've heard so many guys slag off on this plane. Oh, that plane's terrible, it's a piece of crap, nobody should ever fly it, it's garbage. Bull. absolute, complete bull. The plane is fine. USA Teams at 2.7 is complete garbage and you should probably never fly. But hey, they got some good birds, so I want to fly it. But good freaking grief. Let me just put it this way. Pray for Russians. If there's no Russians on your team, you're probably hosed. But this is one of the best things about these birds. I just love doing this. Eep. Don't need no stinking wheels. We don't need no stinking wheels here. We got nacelles. Oh. Gonna do a cut because finally got this thing fixed and back up. And what do we got? We got a 109 taking the place of the 205. I already had to deal with one of them that was trying to freaking strafe the runway while I was sitting down there trying to get repaired, but he got smoky smoked, so he went back to his base. Alright, 109. You want to play? Let's play. Now you're going to get to see what this thing can do. Come on, buddy. Oh, I got a few hits on him. Alright, now, let's see if we can get this baby to duck, dodge, and weave against a 109E. Now, those are some agile suckers, you know, but with a little bit of throttle and a little bit of work, I think we can do it. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Oh, that's it. Pull up for me, baby. That's it. Keep on going. Gotta work them flaps. Oh, that one motor's not happy, but that's okay. I got two. Come on, baby. Just a little more. Oh, that's it. Oh, yes, please. Pull up in a stall. Oh, that's where I need you. Come on. Oh. Yes. Oh, listen to him. He mad. He is downright perturbed at me. Good friggin' grief. You done got set on fire, dude. Accept it and move on. Uh-oh, max engine RPM. That means that right motor, it's about to go. But the nice thing about having the entire enemy team trying to camp your runway, at least you don't have far to go if you have some damage. I can just pop right on over here. Get me another repair. Good friggin' grief. Zerg Russian, man, that is one thing I'm never going to understand. Good Lord, the bombers did it, the fighters did it. Why? With the AA the way it is in this game? Why? That second 205 got himself killed trying to friggin' strafe me out while I'm sitting there on my nacelles. Couldn't wait for me to get up. Nope. He ended up crashing on the way back to the runway. Just ignorant. Stay away from the AA. AA is bad. Oh, I smell me another one trying to Zerg rush. Yep, while I'm trying to find that sucker, let me tell you a little more about this bird. They made exactly one, which with the Americans is dang near unheard of. Usually even with the oddballs, they'd make 2 or 3. But they only made one of these suckers, and unfortunately, it got trashed when it landed on its nacelles in 1945 after they had a landing gear failure, and they trashed it. Which is a dang shame. I would love to see this in a museum somewhere. But on a positive note, while they did have it up and running, it wasn't just sitting somewhere. They were using it as a test bed for a little plane that they were working on. Later became known as the Tiger Cat. Yeah, All kinds of systems they ended up putting on that frickin' beauty started out being tested on this airframe. Oh, there it is. It's a Schnell. Oh, you know how I feel about Schnells. Yep, I see you, 205. We can have a talk after I talk to the Schnell. Here, Mr. Schnell. Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, there's that crit. And you notice now that my plane's not moving? That's where the keyboard quit working. Freaking antivirus kicked on and slammed all my cores, and yep, there went my keyboard. Just shows you, even old Harry can make mistakes. I had completely forgotten about my antivirus. Always run your antivirus. But 6 kills and an assist in a plane that everybody says is supposedly trash, I'm more than happy to take that. With this second match, though, you're going to see why just having one guy, just one guy who's not tarded, can make all the difference in the world. Because here we're facing off against the Russians. And good Lord, the Russians at this BR, jeez. They all got the cannons. They got plenty of pow-pows. And good thing we had one player that's not tarded, because guess where the rest of my team is? Yep, they're all right over there, right next to that runway, farming AAA. Yep, whole bloody team, look at them. Good freaking grief, just look at them. Just in a wad. Just sitting there farming. Being completely worthless. Doing jack with a side of squats. But I gotta give props to Silver over there in that P40F. Because look at that, he's actually climbing and he's baiting. And he's trying to back up this worthless team. I appreciate that, dude. I really do. Oh, good Lord, look at this target-rich environment. We got lags. BS 180s. Yak attacks. But since he seems to know what he's doing, I'm going to try to back him up. Oh, there's that crit. Yeah, I bet you're not feeling so good. Lags don't take the damage well. Just bring this baby right back up into the sky. Oh, I will take that. Look out, buddy. I'm coming. I love a player that can spot when you're doing a good bait. Capitalize on those mistakes. Oh, there's another crit. Good Lord, trying to rocket people. Jeez. You have got to be way too good to friggin' pull off the rocket tricks. Oh, I've got him smoking. Come on, baby. Swing back around for me. This is a lot better with boom and run than boom and zoom. Oh, my P40 still got him locked in. That's it. Just a little more. Right over there. Put a few 30s in him. Don't want to waste my big guns when I don't have to. Right now, I think he's just about toasted. Come on. A little more. There we go. So much better. Oh, gotta love a player that can actually spot a bait and knows what to do. Isn't that always nice? And surprise, surprise, all them moo cows grazing on those AAA. Yep, they got bopped on the head and turned into burgers. Are you surprised? I'm not. Oh, BS 180's trying to land? I don't think so. Not no, but hell no. P40's got the same idea. Good job. Good Lord, after that last match where everybody was trying to friggin' strafe me off every time I tried to land, yeah. No. The answer to that is no. Thou shalt not land. Oh. Come on, P40. Watch that rear. I don't want to lose you. Done lost too many of them on this thing. That's it. Bring her around. Come on, baby. There's where we need. Oh, there's that crit. Oh, thank you. Goodbye, Mr. Yak Attack. And look at that. One Skyrocket and one P40 have pretty much just cleaned up and completely freaking switched the game from a completely lopsided loss to an actual chance at a victory. Why, oh why, can't American teams do this? Good Lord, this ain't freaking brain surgery. It's not rocket science. Watch out for your teammate. Give them cover when they need it. Capitalize on baits. Good Lord. I see freaking guys at 5.7, 6.7, even in jets that don't seem to get these basic concepts. Good freaking grief. I mean, good Lord, how many guys were over there in that furball? Like 5? And they couldn't cover for each other? Oh, a tandem, my. Oh, you poor thing. You poor thing. You have no chance. You have no chance whatsoever. Poof. Yeah. I like the tandem my, but against a Skyrocket and a P40, not a chance. Oh, put on my victory smoke, for that is a GG. Oh. But good Lord, there was what, like 5 guys in that freaking furball, and they couldn't even cover each other long enough to keep from getting slaughtered? Good freaking grief. Basic common sense. Might as well be a superpower in this game on Allied team. Let's see how we did. Heck yeah, first place, 3 kills, 1 assist. Heck yeah, I will take that, especially after having to try to carry the whole friggin' thing on my back with the last one. Oh. Yeah, and considering how old this bird is, yeah, don't pay too bad. So what do I think about this bird? They've offered it like 4 or 5 times already. If it comes up again, grab it. I mean, why not? It's fun. Don't believe what the other YouTubers have said. This thing can kick some booties, as you just saw. It handles good in it climbs like a freaking Skyrocket. Decent in a dive. Okay in a turn, but you know, American planes, they never are great at turning. But all in all, it's a good bird, and I'm sure it'll come on offer again. When it does, pick this sucker up. You'll have some fun. Just don't buy it in the Gaijin store. Good Lord, they want way too much money for it. Well, be sure to like and share, and I hope to see you up there in the clouds. Have a good one, y'all.